Hey y'all, what's up? This is Nightmare Baller One. Just thought I should hit y'all up with a Q&A because I hadn't done it in a while. So yeah, let me get right into it because I got a lot of questions. This may take more than one part. All right, first question I got is from Rocky Y2J. He asks, "Do I feel that John Cena will be bigger than Hulk Hogan as far as popularity and overall fame?" Um, Maybe like his accomplishments one day, like maybe better than Hogan, but like his accomplishments in the ring. But I don't know about just his superstardom because Hogan is one of the most over guys of all time. It may be the most over him and Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of them, or maybe The Rock. But yeah. All right, next question. What are your thoughts on Y2J, in parentheses, my favorite wrestler, returning? He is crazy over, and he is going to get the belt. How would I book this match with Orton? Honestly, I don't know how to do it because Y2J has a whole new move set and a brand new finisher, so I don't know how to do it. All right, question 3 from Rocky Y2J. He asked, and what are my thoughts on this dream match? Bryan Danielson and CM Punk in a 1 hour Iron Man match. That should be pretty good, but I'd rather see Bryan Danielson versus Kenta or Bryan Danielson versus Roderick Strong or CM Punk versus Joe. You know what I mean? That would be even better. All right, what are your top 5 WWE matches of the year so far? All right, reason why I say CM Punk and Joe in the Iron Man match because they had 2 1 hour matches in ROH that were awesome. 2 of the best matches I've ever seen. So yeah. All right. Anyway, next question I got is from MacTube. He has one of my top 5 WWE matches of the year. His top 5 is number 1 Randy Orton and Edge from Raw. Number 2 John Cena HBK from Raw. MVP versus Chris Benoit on SmackDown is number 3. Number 4 is Randy Orton versus Triple H at Cyber Sunday. The last man standing match, of course. Number 5 is CM Punk versus John Morrison on ECW for the title. Okay, my number 5 match is the last man standing match between Randy Orton and Triple H. That was awesome. A lot of people say it was stale, but that was awesome. Number 4 was the Hell in a Cell match we just saw on Sunday. I really love that match, y'all. Thoroughly enjoyed by that. Somehow, some way, Undertaker takes Batista to the limit. I don't know how he pulls these matches out of Batista, but he does it. You know what I mean? All right, number 3 would be Umaga and John Cena from the Royal Rumble, the last man standing match. That was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. Number 2 would be HBK and John Cena from WrestleMania. Honestly, I didn't like the match on Raw that much, but I loved the match they had at WrestleMania. And my number 1 would be the 4-way backlash between John Cena, HBK, Randy Orton, and Edge. Action-packed, crazy match. Great match, yo. All right, next question I got is from Bukino. He asked, what do I think about Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir? And, do I think, Brock Lesnar has a chance of winning, basically? No. Brock Lesnar will lose this fight because Brock Lesnar is a wrestler that's strong, okay? Frank Mir is a mixed martial artist, okay? Well, we don't know much about Brock Lesnar. I could be wrong. Brock Lesnar's stand-up may be elite stand-up. I doubt it, but it might be. You know what I mean? So we really don't know much about Brock Lesnar. But from just going from what I know about Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar doesn't have a chance. I'm sorry, y'all. He's gonna lose his UFC debut, and they're gonna feel like they wasted a lot of money on this guy. I'm telling you. All right. Next question is from MacTube. He asks how I feel about Kimbo Slice. Am I a fan? I really don't know much about Kimbo Slice. I saw him a few times, but yeah. I don't really know too much about him. But next question is from MacTube again. He asks, what are my 2 favorite SmackDown games, and do I plan on getting a new TNA game when it comes out? Yeah, I am getting the TNA game, even though I haven't been impressed with what I've seen. I mean, y'all gotta stop overrating how that game looks. Okay, I'm glad to see Joe in the game. I mean, it's a lot of. I'm not saying everybody does this, but a lot of people are overrating the way this game looks. This game looks like just from the screens and the video and stuff, like it's gonna be shit. You know what I mean? I want to see Ultimate X in the game and Six Sides of Steel, and King of the Mountain. These concept matches we never seen before, and I want to play King of the Mountain online. That should be gangster. And Ultimate X online, like a 4-man Ultimate X match online. That should be awesome too. But the game itself looks like shit. But it's kind of cool seeing Joe and AJ, and I haven't seen Daniels yet, but that's gonna be cool seeing him in a game. And my two favorite SmackDowns are WWE SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, and SmackDown versus Raw '07. I mean '06. '06, yeah, '06. All right. Next question I got is from the Scat Man. He sent me a few questions, y'all. Question one. He sent this. All right, yo, ball. I sent this the truth, but he didn't know. I was wondering if you did. I really want to get some Kobashi and Masawa compilations DVDs. Do you know or can recommend any good ones? I looked on Hotspots. All right, listen, man. A good place to go is IVP videos or IPV videos, something like that. Mr. Ted 5 showed me that website. They got a lot of good like Japanese wrestling DVDs for cheap. And I should have put a link up to it. I wasn't even thinking about it. And you can ask a guy I'm subscribed to by the name of NJPW Nakamura. This guy knows his Japanese wrestling. I'm telling you, that's who you need to ask this question. So just look at my subscription list and ask him, and I promise you, he will hook you up. Because this dude knows his Japanese wrestling. And so does Mr. Ted 5, so ask him also, because he knows his shit too. Alright, question 2. Will I be getting new Fire Pro Wrestling when it's released? What is my favorite wrestling game of all time? I went to GameStop when I got this game right here, College Hoops 2K8, right? And I asked them, did they have Fire Pro Wrestling Returns? And dude looked at me like I was stupid. Like, and he looked on the computer, and he was like, oh, it just hasn't got to the store yet. Because he didn't even think the game was real when I asked him about it. So, yeah, I'm going to get it as soon as they get it, or I might just order it off the GameStop website or something. But, yeah, weird, man. Alright, oh yeah, my favorite wrestling game of all time is Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. Awesome game. Awesome game for the 64. That's awesome. Alright, my third question, his third question is, what's the best wrestling card I own on DVD? What's the best documentary style DVD? And what's the worst wrestling DVD I own? Okay, the worst wrestling DVD I own is not a bad DVD. It's just not that great. Probably Hardcore Homecoming, November Rain. That's the second one. I love the first one, but the second one was just okay to me. You know what I mean? I don't own too many bad. Oh no, yeah, that's the worst one. That's the worst one. All right, the best documentary style DVD I own is probably Forever Hardcore or The Rise and Fall of ECW, or maybe even the Ric Flair coming right with the Four Horsemen joint. That's a good one too. All right, the best wrestling card, definitely Glory Bound 5 Night 2. That is the greatest wrestling show I've ever seen. Oh my god, it's that good. All right, question 4: do I think I ever stopped watching wrestling, or am I a lifer? Yeah, I'm definitely a lifer. All right, and what does my family think of wrestling? Oh, okay. My mom, when she was here, she's no longer with us. She passed away when I was 13. But when she was here, she was a big Undertaker mark, so she watched wrestling. My grandmother watched it back in the 80s, like during the whole Four Horsemen time, the territories and all that. That's what she watched it. My brother loves wrestling, as y'all probably already know, and my sister watched it during the Attitude Era when it was cool. So when everybody was watching it, you know what I mean. So, my family, at one point in time, most of them have been into wrestling. You know what I mean. All right, question 5: how would I book Flair's retirement year, and will I be sad to see him go? Of course, I'd be sad to see him go, but he is old and he needs to leave. You know what I mean. But I would give him the title. And I know that's not the best thing to do for business, but I would give him the title. And y'all, I'm running out of time on this video, so I'm going to make a part 2, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.